What's up? I'm Jonah Marais, and you are watching my iHeartRadio Ask Anything chat. Thank you so much to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on tonight to talk about my new song, Slow Motion. By the way, I'm wearing my suit because I'm currently in Orlando for the trial for the big lawsuit that my band is going through with old management. We had to split up because they sued us. So that's why I'm wearing this. I'm about to go to court after this, but let's get into it. I'm excited. This is way more fun than court. Lily from Mount Juliet, Tennessee asks, I've missed you very much. How do you protect your heart / your integrity in the music industry? Lily, that's a great question. I think I've learned over time, I haven't always been great at protecting my heart and integrity, if I'm being honest. I think I've lost myself a couple times along the way growing up, as we maybe all have. And I think recently it's just been finding connection in all sorts of different ways, whether it's with my parents, with a relationship, with friends, with God. I've really just been kind of leaning in every facet of my life, and it's been really good. It's been really good, and I'm feeling happy and really connected and rooted. And also, I think being sober has played a huge role in protecting my heart and integrity. And I'm over a year sober now, and that feels really good to say. So, thank you so much for your question, Lily, and sending you love. All right, Shelby from Jacksonville, Florida says, how did Slow Motion come together? Great question. This song came together in, was that 2023? Yeah, end of 2023 we started this. My friends Ryan and Jason and I work on music together. Ryan is an amazing producer, and we were all working on a different song. It was I forgot what the song actually was that we were working on prior to this, but we were in the studio, and Ryan goes out, takes a bathroom break, comes back humming, and I was like, yo, that sounds sick. We should do something with that. And he went over and started playing it on a synth pad, and it just instantly, at that moment, it just felt like a party in the studio. And I was like, I need a song that feels like this, that could come on in a house party or a club situation, and it just feels great. So we were just chasing that vibe the whole time. And I kind of had this concept because I've been on the road since, probably half my life at this point. And growing up in that way, in this sort of fast-paced lifestyle, just moving around all the time, I can count on my hand the few times a girl's come along and completely stopped me in my tracks and slowed everything down in a almost holy way. And that's what the song's kind of about. I had this idea of like, how can we capture that feeling? Because I can definitely pinpoint those times in my life. And if you listen to the lyrics, it's definitely going into that exact concept. I hope you like it, Shelby, and thanks for the question. Barbara from Aurora, Colorado. What's your biggest kitchen fail? Oh, man. I'm not much of a chef. I will say that. Kitchen fail? I would say I think Corbin came down. Well, I was living with Corbin for a while, and he came down, and I was like making some really weird sandwich with like, I think it was like peanut butter and some kind of meat. And he was like, what are you doing? And I don't even know what I was doing. I can't vouch for myself on that one. But yeah, that's probably my biggest kitchen fail. Madison from Barneveld, Wisconsin. What has been one of your most rewarding or favorite parts of writing your solo music now? I wrote a lot in the band, especially towards the end. I came into my solo music era definitely kind of questioning myself and as a writer. And so throughout the last couple of years, I've really felt myself grow and grow, and to the point now where if I go into a studio, especially with friends, I can just kind of say what's on my mind, and it almost feels like a journal entry or something at this point. And I'm really proud of that growth. So that's the most rewarding part. Violetta from Queens, New York. Can you tell us a little bit about your early years starting out? Did you travel far away from home to sing? Great question. Yeah, so when I was first starting off, I was a baseball player before being in the music industry at all. Through my grade school years, I always played baseball. My 15-year-old team was actually 12th in the nation, and we traveled around and played different tournaments in the winter. It was kind of a year-round thing, and that was really, I thought I was going to play baseball with my life. That's what I was doing. And anyways, at that point, my mom got breast cancer. She's totally okay now, but it was hard being that age and coming home and seeing my mom like that. And so my escape was going in my room and going on my computer and phone, and I found this live streaming website where I could just go live, and I connected with all these people on there and started singing, and it really connected into a big audience. And I was able to, I had some companies reaching out asking if I wanted to come play shows, and I was like, yeah. So I started traveling around. I played a show in San Diego, I played a show in New Jersey, I played a show in, I think it was Phoenix, maybe Salt Lake City. I don't know, I was kind of bouncing around doing all these shows before the band, and I was doing all that. And then I actually booked my own tour after that. And I was like scrappy. I was calling the venues, I was counting all my own tickets. I was making sure like I was running my business a little bit back then, and like I am now in a lot of ways. And it's obviously a different vibe now, but that's how I started off, and those are the early years. So thanks for the question, Violetta. I appreciate you. Let's go to the next one. Cassie from Indianapolis, Indiana. What was your first job? My first job was being an iceman at the Minnesota State Fair. My uncle runs the ice business at Minnesota State Fair, and it's up to him to keep all of the drinks cold within the whole fair. So we had to stack these bags, 30-pound bags of ice, up on these carts and wheel them around to the different vendors and sell them. And it was actually really hard work. I would always like come out all muscly. But I did that every year for a long time, and it was hard work, and it was long, hot days. But it taught me what hard work is, and that was good. And I also made friends with a lot of the different vendors, and they would give me food, and so it also kind of taught me I don't know, networking, and I don't know. Yeah, so great question, Kathy. Cami from State College, PA asks, which artists have influenced your music the most? How have they shaped your style? I would say Ed Sheeran is kind of at the top of that list. His songwriting ability, it blows my mind, and I've been to so many shows since I was young of his, and he's just incredible. So he's really shaped how I view writing a song in the way of just trying to paint a picture. And obviously I'm doing it my own way. I'm not gonna just copy Ed fully, but I'm trying to be like him in that sense. And then I would say like Justin Bieber was a huge influence. I was a big believer. I got my whole 6th grade class to go to the Never Say Never movie premiere. I literally called every single person in 6th grade in my public school and asked them if they wanted to come to the premiere with me. And they did. And we had the whole grade out. It was awesome. And anyways, growing up watching Bieber have his huge moments and then his really hard moments, and then kind of come back from that, and now he has a kid and a wife, and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm watching him grow up, and that was really cool. And so I feel like that was pretty inspirational, and just also I think he's so talented. Okay, next one. I don't want to bug you about the legal stuff you're going through, but I need y'all to get back together. I want one of your concerts I went to one of your concerts back in 2019 and I love it and I had so much fun. Much love. All right. Well, I love that. And that's Abby from Peoria, Vedra, Florida, by the way. Thank you for the question, Abby. Well, you're not bugging me at all asking about the legal stuff. That's just the reality of what's going on. It's unfortunate that the band kind of had to end like that. But good news is, because we ended because of this lawsuit in our management, it wasn't some big falling out or something between the band. So we're all really close. I could totally see us doing some type of reunion thing at some point. I'm down, so we'll see. Let's get it. Okay. Kirsten from Chicago, Illinois. What is something you are proud of but never get the chance to talk about? Something I'm proud of. I don't know. I'm proud of just, I guess, my happiness right now. I'm waking up feeling excited about the days, and I've worked really hard for that. That hasn't always been the case, especially I think 2023 was maybe the hardest year of my life. Just kind of mental health wise, I kind of felt like I had lost everything, money and the success of the band and the camaraderie of my bandmates and all of that. It just felt like I was alone in a lot of ways, and I was living out of the studio, literally had a mattress in the studio and all my stuff was around me, and it was just kind of this low point. And so to work from 2023 until now, get an amazing manager. Sherry is incredible. She entered the picture, got the ball rolling. We got some music out, and I got to go on tour, and just it feels like things have just been picking up steam. And then 2025 rolls along, and so many beautiful things are happening in my life right now in all different parts of my life, but especially just career-wise, it feels so good. Like we're picking up steam right now, and I can't wait for this EP that's coming out later this year. It'll be a single in March and then an EP in May, and I'm so excited about that as well. Thank you guys all so much for all the questions. They were amazing, great questions. Thank you for watching my Ask Anything chat. My new song is called Slow Motion. Thank you so much to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me on tonight to answer your questions. Sending you guys all the love. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one. Bye.